What up, people, and thank you for joining me for another beer review. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And today I'll be reviewing a Polish beer. Now that Christmas and all that's over and done with, thank God for that. I quite like some Polish beers, actually. I think their standard of their lagers probably better than a lot of the lagers in the UK, their macro lagers. And probably a lot stronger as well. Where we watered our lagers down, didn't we? Their ones tend to be strong. The old Poles, they're like a strong lager, that's for sure. And this one's no exception. This is a can of their Lech Pils. There is a normal Lech Premium, which I've reviewed before, and I thought that was a really nice, clean tasting lager, very refreshing. Not the most flavoursome, but just really nice and clean tasting. So I see that this, I've never seen it before. I bought it from the same shop that I got the other Lech in. But I've just started stocking this one as well, and I do like me a Pilsner, so I thought, yep, let's give that one a crack and see if it's any good. Got a nice golden can, got like a badge there with 2 rams. Don't know what that's all about. Yeah, it's a 500ml can, and it's 5.5% ABV, which is very strong for a Pils, isn't it? Very strong for a Pils. But the problem is for this, if I'd reviewed this, say, a year ago, I wouldn't have tried loads of German Pilsners and Czech Pilsners and all that. So this has got some serious competition because I've tried some of the best Pilsners in the world. So let's see if the Poles can keep up. It'd be interesting to see whether they've put their own little spin on it or whether they've gone for like a German style Pilsner, because the Germans do normally call it a Pils, like Holsten Pils and stuff like that. So I'm guessing they may have like gone for a German style one. Let's stop flirting with the beer and crack her open. Yeah, I picked it up from a random Polish shop. Really nice people in that shop, actually. Always let me sample some of their snacks and all that. Try before you buy and all that sort of thing. Gotta love that. It makes you feel nice and welcome. Here we go. She's in the glass. It's pale golden colour. Typical Pils colour. See, maybe a little bit darker than typical. Small white head. This looks like a very average looking lager. Steady levels of carbonation. It don't look too bad. It doesn't look amazing. It's a lager. Let's get the nose in there and check out the aroma of this Polish Pils. Lech Pils. It don't smell like much, I've got to be honest. A lot of lagers don't. This one really don't. The head's dissipating quite quick as well. There's a very slight herbal sort of hop in there for me. It's just got a bit of a wet cardboardy kind of smell. It's really light aroma and not a particularly nice one, to be honest with you. Perhaps even a slight bit of metallic as well. It does not give me the impression that it's going to be as good as the original Lech. But let's chuck it down the neck and find out, shall we? Cheers, everybody. Bosh. I think it's Narzędziowe, if you're Polish. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I do apologise, but I think it's Narzędziowe if I remember correctly. Because I did do like a Polish week quite a while back, and Polish viewers were teaching me a little bit of Polish, but I could be wrong now. My memory's shocking. Anyway, let's give it a try. It's okay for a fairly cheap lager, I suppose. It's a little bit boring. I'm a bit disappointed because I like Lech Premium. I was thinking, this being a Pils being my favourite probably style of lager, I was actually quite excited for this one. But just from that first sip, it's not really delivering. It's light to medium bodied, quite a gentle feel to the carbonation, actually. Let's go again. think this is definitely a case of I've been spoilt with trying a lot of good pills or pilsners, and this just don't compete with your pilsner or quells and some of your great German pilsners that are out there. They're just on a different level. And you come back to this, something like this, it's just very average. I wouldn't say it's disgusting. It's drinkable. There's not a lot going on, to be honest with you. It's 5.5% ABV, so you would think there'd be some flavour to it, but there's not a lot. And the flavours that there are just taste a bit cheap and a bit shit, to be honest with you. But at the same time, it is drinkable. There's like a kind of malted barley, sort of cheap malted barley malt at the start. Not a lot else really. There's a sweetness. I don't know if there's like some caramel malt in this, or whether they've used glucose or some sort of syrup to give it that sweetness. But it's not a pleasant sweetness, shall we say. It's a bit of an artificial tasting sweetness. I don't know. I can't understand the can of what the ingredients are. It's all bloody Polish, being a Polish beer and all that. But it tastes a bit artificial. Or does it? I don't know. As far as pilsners go, there's not much elements of a pilsner to this, apart from it's quite crisp. But pilsners are supposed to have a nice crisp dryness, aren't they? There is a slight dryness, nothing sort of magical, but it is. I'm not really getting any spice or nothing like that. But I'm getting a slight kind of herbal type hop on finish. Bitterness wise, what's the bitterness like? There is a bitterness, light to medium bitterness, and it sort of lingers a little bit, that bitterness. It doesn't want to go away, and it's not a particularly nice bitterness. When they're nice, that linger can be quite pleasant, can't it? But the bitterness on this one's just a bit swampy. I'm gutted. I'm not impressed with this one. I don't think it's worth a buy, guys. I don't think it's worth a buy. Stick to the normal Lech for me. It's just a little bit boring, this. I don't know, perhaps if I went back to Lech now, because I reviewed that before I tried some of the fantastic lagers that I got from Beers of Europe and stuff like that. So, your opinions change, didn't they, as you try more beers. And either this one is a lot worse than the original Lech, or I've just tried a lot more better beers since and I've become a little bit of a tart. Oh, man. Although it feels slightly carbonated, you can really feel that carbonation. Jesus. I'll not what else to say about this one, guys. It's just not doing it for me, but it's not awful. It's not awful. I've had a lot worse. I'm going to give it a slightly below average, sort of 6 out of 10, I suppose. If I give it a 7, that's an average beer for me. This is slightly below average. I wouldn't buy it again. Let me know if you've tried this in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm talking out my arse and you think it's lovely, or do you agree with me? It's a bit under par. And smash the like button, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done already. It's free, and it'd be much appreciated. Until next one, guys. Bye bye, darlings.